Welcome, everyone, to a Grieving and Living Consciously YouTube channel. Yay! I am your neighborhood grief companion at Trained Hospice and Peer Bereavement Care Facilitator. I've had many years in my own personal grief journey and as well as grief companioning others through their grief journey, whether that was in one on one settings or co facilitating bereavement groups. I've done a lot of mindfulness for grieving loss groups. Mindfulness is a really important tool I have come to learn that is can be an essential part of your grief journey that can cultivate so many inner resources that can allow you to continue to support and move through your grief. I'm going to be using this channel as a way to join the chorus of other grief activists out there who are doing the work and putting content out there that really dispels all of the myths that society puts on grief and allows more chorus of the truth to come forth. For one, grief is a natural part of the human experience. We are all going to experience it. We experience grief because we've grown attached to something or someone. And then, unfortunately, that person may die or we lose that thing. We have to move. We have to change jobs. We might get fired. We might get divorced. We might have tragedy come into our lives and turn it upside down. There is no right or wrong way to grieve. People like to say things like getting closure, getting over it. People might think that once the funeral or memorial ritual of any kind that you take part in is over, their responsibility to hold space for you with that grief is done. But the truth is, it's not. Unfortunately, grief never ends. What can happen with the right support, the right way of having people hold space for us, allow us to have the space and grace to move through our emotions, and bring forward that relationship we've had as we move through life moving forward. We can learn to metabolize, accommodate, grow supporter beams around it, inner resources so that we can survive this extravagant way of completely shattering our assumptive world. So I hope that you will come and check out this channel. And I love sharing things that I've learned. I'm not going to tell you how to grieve because that's your own personal journey. I will say that utilizing at least self-compassion can be so important on our grief journeys. It allows us to hold space for who we are with unconditional love and support. No judgment, just kindness, and compassion. And mindfulness helps to ground us in clarity and calm, steady mind as we learn to move through our emotions and move through the grief journey that we're on without adding any judgments to it, any you should do this or you should do that. One of my favorite, and I have many, grief experts, social worker Lisa Kefauver likes to say, we shouldn't should all over ourselves. That's never a good thing. But society likes to should all over us, likes to make us feel like we should be over it by now. And I'm here to tell you it's okay that you don't feel okay. As Megan Devine, I believe her name is, book says, you are allowed to have the space and grace to be who you are in its full humanity. I support that. As long as you're not harming anyone in the process, I think it can be a total, natural, and normal way to move through our grief in whatever way we come to know it. Because grief affects us holistically. So that means not only do we feel grief emotionally, but we also feel it physically, mentally, spiritually, behaviorally, so many different ways that this experience affects our whole being. Our whole life gets shattered in an instant, and we're frantically trying to put the pieces together, trying to make sense of this new world that we find ourselves on, this terrain that seems so foreign and alien, and it's so hard sometimes to see any clear path forward. But that's why I'm here with my reflections, my learnings about grief, meditations I hope to provide. I hope for this to be a space where you can really feel supported and loved and cared for. So, as your fellow griever, also a multiple loss survivor, I'm here with you, companioning you through this journey as we get through this side by side. Let's all try to allow ourselves the space and grace to move through with kindness and compassion. Your grief companion, video 1. Deuces.